today we're doing a video on how to remove the smog pump and the related hoses and the block-off kit for the CRF250X. This is a 2015, and so your year might be a little bit different than this one, but for 2015, this is how you're going to do it. First of all, we've got the pump right here, and we're going to remove the whole thing. We're going to remove the hose and the pipe off there, and down inside there is where it goes into the cylinder head, and there's a block off piece that we're going to use from Tokyo Mods. We're going to remove these hoses, so let's get to it. So to save time, I'm not going to show you how to get all of this off. There's plenty of videos out there that show you how to remove the bolts and all that stuff. It's a big pain, but since we're just working on this particular item today, I'm going to skip that part. I've also got the carb out. I'm putting a jet kit in there, and I'll do a video on that later. So one of the tricky things is to get these clips off of here. They're on a mount. Use a small flat-bladed screwdriver like this, and we're going to slide it down and the inside of the metal there. And once you have that in there, then you can pull this piece off. So insert it down in there. And then this will slide. Yeah, let me use the phone holder. So we've got it inserted. We just push that in and wiggle this up and off and out of the way, and there you go. So you can kind of see right in here is a little tab that hooks into that. So now it's out of the way. So we got a 8mm socket here. We're gonna take this top mount off. Sorry about the shaky phone mount. It's not my normal one that I like to use, but it's all I could find. So got a 10mm down here. All right. So I want to leave that mount for those plugs connected. Or you could zip tie them too, but we're going to remove this for now. Next, we're going to remove these clips. Remove this hose, and then remove the bottom hose. So there's one more bolt on the back side here. If you rotate this thing over, you can take that one out. Slide this hose off, and then you just have this remaining hose off here. There's your pump. So we've already got the airbox out. I'll show you that in a minute, but basically we popped this tube off the airbox. I'll show you the two fittings. Actually, I'll just do it right now. These two here. So normally the airbox is sitting in that orientation, and they come off of here and here. So you would have already pulled those off, taking your airbox out. And we did a little Little mod with the open airbox on this bike already. Not the full closed course open, but just a little more breathe. And so here's the hose that we had left over. Just pull that out. And then I don't want any comments on EPA stuff. If you leave a comment like that, I'm just going to delete it. Because this is a closed course modification, technically. So there you have it. Anyway, here's the rest of the hose, or I should say off the other fitting. All right, so in there you can see the little plate that attaches the solid tube to the Smog hose there. And we've got an 8mm wrench that we're going to use. So if I can get it focused, there we go. And we're just going to loosen that one up. Big thing to remember on these bikes with these low bolts, do not over torque them. I'm not going to put torque settings in my video, but it's all out there for you to reference. I know it'd be nice, but most of the stuff only gets torqued like 10 to 15 pounds max. All right, so it's loose and here it comes. You can see in there the two holes, bolt hole, Smog pipe hole. I'll put a link in the description for the Tokyo Mods block off kit. You can see there's a little O-ring. All these O-rings, make sure you hang on to all this stuff because you might need it. So here's the Tokyo Mods Smog elimination kit. It says right on there, closed course, competition only, yeah, whatever. 20-004 is the part number for these guys. And it comes with the hose, zip tie, and the block off plate you can see right there. Then a couple of hose blocks right there. So we're going to put the block off plate on there. Well, we had one remaining hose here off that Smog pump, and it hooks on back here to the back of the cylinder head. Just pull that off. And then what I found best was a 8mm deep socket. At first when I saw this kit, I thought that this supplied Allen bolt was for the block off plate, but it's too small. So what it's for is going into that hole right there. That's where we're going to put it. Alright, so we've got the little block off bolt in there, and we've got the block off plate installed, and we're going to move over to the airbox now. Hey, take this pipe out. Won't be needing that anymore. And then also this fitting. And then our block off plugs for these two go in here like so. Shove them right in there. That one might need a little bit of grease. I'm going to remove the breather off the top, clamps off, pull this hose off. And then Tokyo Mods kit comes with this supplied hose that we're going to hook to the top and then run down past the shock for vent. Let's run that supplied hose back up to the top on the breather and shove it back on there. Put the clamp on and then run it back down here. Of course, your carb, if you don't have your carb pulled out, you're obviously going to have to work around it. And let's say the carb was sitting right here. You just go around the side like this and then run it down past the shock so that it's not blocked. All right, so I apologize for not teaching you how to get the subframe up out of the way and all that. Like I said, there's a ton of videos out there for that. And this is the first time I've actually had this thing apart like that. So anyway, we do have the smog pump is removed, and we got the block plate in there. We have our breather tube off the top that came with the kit. And I'm gonna wait to route the hose until after we put the carb back in, because I want it to be, you know, looking good and all that. It's gonna run and get clamped right here and then run back down there where the original one was. Anyway, the link for the kit is in the description for the CRF250X. I think I got it on Amazon. You can get them pretty much anywhere. And then I'll do a JD jetting kit install next. So go to my station, or my channel, subscribe, like if you like it, and hopefully we can run through some more things together. Thanks for watching.